Today I'm going to teach you about the 4 stages of learning for self-improvement and how these 4 stages of learning and knowing these 4 stages will transform your life forever. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm a Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and a notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right, I'm a huge fan of personal development, self-help, self-improvement, and I've read hundreds of books on that topic. Books from Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, just a quick side note about Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is an NLP practitioner. If you don't know this, NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. So this is a form of psychology, I guess. And why this is significant is because early on in Tony Robbins' career as being an NLP practitioner, one of the things that he did was help basically turn the lives around of homeless people from within 1 month, they go from homeless to having a job and no longer an addict kind of thing. Like incredible, powerful stuff, all to do with what's up here, right? Training your brain, how to change, rewiring your brain, essentially, right? Really awesome stuff. And what's wild is this one I'll tell you about, is in extreme cases of personality disorder, I'm talking like the worst cases, sometimes that person, their eye color will change. Their physiology changes when they have, in some cases where they've had extreme personality disorders, like one moment they're Jane and another moment they're Jack, right? And one has one eye color and the other eye color changes. Isn't that fucking wild? So here's the thing that's even more wild. It's all based on their beliefs. It's a belief system. Your beliefs are so powerful, it can change your physiology, which is amazing. And so I really enjoy just any topics around this of like, how do I make myself into the best person I can be, right? Not only for myself, but also towards others, improving my communication and everything. In terms of communication, I was inspired to do this video from I don't know if he's a subscriber, but he commented on one of my videos, and this guy is a criminal prosecution investigator, right? An interrogator. And so he made a comment on my video because he watched a video where I talked about my top 5 insults that I get. So I get a lot of comments on my videos, and some people are just outright nasty and they make insults. So one of those things that keeps coming up is, whoa, why would I take dating advice from a gay man, right? Whatever, man. You guys think I'm gay? Okay, fine. But I'm the furthest thing from being gay. But anyways, I don't have to justify that. So what's interesting is he said, well, maybe one of the reasons why people maybe think you're gay is because of your hand movements in your videos. And I'm struggling with this now since he mentioned this. I used to speak, if you look at any of my previous videos, a lot with my hands, right? To express myself. And he said, well, when someone uses their hands a lot, it's a feminine gesture. Like it's feminine when somebody uses their hands a lot. And I'm like, at first I thought, what the hell does this guy know? What is he talking about? So I go to Google, I research it, I go to YouTube, and sure shit, the guy's right. Someone who uses their hands a lot, man or woman, it's feminine. Whereas a masculine way to use your hands is where you're emphasizing a point. You say, 5 things to teach you how to such and such. Boom, whatever, right? And you're emphasizing something like with exclamation mark kind of thing. So why am I sharing all this? Is because the 4 stages of learning. So there's a book you can read called The 4 Stages of Learning, and we all go through this, and it's amazing. So I'm going to get right into it. What are the 4 stages, right? And how this can change your life. Okay. So the first stage is unconscious incompetent. And I'll put notes in the description so you can go back and learn this because it's hard to memorize it. So unconscious incompetent is where, and I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I get all this accurately for you, is the learner is unaware of a skill gap or the need for a new skill. The person's completely doesn't know what they don't know, if that makes sense. They don't even realize that let's say the way they're coming off to people is arrogant personality. They don't even realize it. Okay. So I've talked about Kevin Samuels a few times in some of my videos. So I've never been the biggest fan of Kevin Samuels. And one of the reasons is because I found him very arrogant in the way he comes across, right? There's viewers maybe that'll watch my videos and feel, well, he seems gay. He comes across as, effeminate or whatever. What's important here, if the point I'm trying to make is to be aware of who you are, what you're doing, the way people are receiving you, in the way you communicate, the way you dress, and all these things. You don't have to overanalyze it. Like, at the end of the day, we're all our own people, right? There's only so much we can change. But the first stage of learning here is unconscious incompetent, where you don't even know what you don't know. The second stage is conscious incompetent. So the description of this one is where the learner is aware of a skill gap and understands the importance of learning the skill. So when this viewer commented on my video and said, look, maybe one of the reasons why people think you're gay is because of how much you're moving your hands in your video. Well, after he said that, I became conscious of it. And believe me, guys, you know how hard, right? So right now, I'm in the third stage. The first stage was brutal for me recording videos after that and stop moving my hands. It was brutal, but I knew I had to do it, okay? So now the third one is conscious competent. So conscious competent is where the learner knows how to perform the skill, but it requires practice and effort. Right now, unbeknownst to you, I am holding my thumbs together. Below this video that you could see where the camera is, I'm holding my thumbs painfully, like this. Right? It's hard. It's really hard to change a behavior that you've been doing for a long time. I've been speaking with my hands in 400 and some videos, right? And this one guy says this, and he's an interrogator. He's a master of body language, and he was telling me, and he said it in a constructive way to help me, right? Help me get better, right? That's what I'm trying to, that's why I do these videos, is to help you guys be the better version of yourself. And so I'm holding my thumbs like this, and I'm sharing this with you, right? To stop me doing all this, right? And it can be distracting. See, I just did it right there. See? God. So this leads me to the fourth thing. The fourth stage of learning is unconscious competent. That is now where the learner is proficient with the skill and can perform it with ease, and they don't even have to think about it. I am not at that level 4 yet with respect to my hands in my videos and sharing content with all of you. It has been brutal going through these 3 stages. Most people give up at stage 3, or they don't even get to stage 3. They go, oh, fuck it. That's just the way I am. I'm just going to be me. Okay, well, then you be you at the consequences of being you. See, I'm using my hands again. This is how painful this is in going through. And all of us have to go through this in learning. But I'm telling you, I promise you, it will transform your life if you go through these 4 stages of learning and you're aware of them. And all it takes is one person to give you some constructive feedback on something you're doing. Maybe you wear too much cologne. Maybe you have a lot of hair out of your nose and you never even noticed. You see where I'm going with this? So be open to constructive feedback. Don't take offense to it, and work on it if you ultimately feel like it will improve your life, and it will. I guarantee it. So hope you like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you want me to do more videos on this. All right. We'll see you next time, and enjoy the rest of your day.